Before we start, pause this video for just 10 seconds and in the comments below, write your own motivational quote. Yes, your words. Because what you share could be exactly what someone else needs to read today. And while you're down there, tap the like button to let the algorithm know this message matters. In 1937, Napoleon Hill published Think and Grow Rich, a book most people misunderstand. They think it's about wishful thinking, about repeating phrases like "I am rich" while sitting on the couch. But hidden in these pages is a dangerous idea. An idea so powerful it created empires and destroyed those who failed to respect. Let me ask you, if I told you that everything you believe about success is incomplete, would you have the courage to listen until the end? Because what you're about to discover is a mindset that doesn't just change your life eventually. It starts changing it immediately, the moment you decide to adopt it. Napoleon Hill called it the secret power of thought. But most people never realize that behind these words is an uncomfortable truth. You are responsible for everything that happens to you. Every success, every failure, every time you let fear win, every time you settled for less. The human mind is fertile soil. Whatever you plant there, whether it's doubt or faith, fear or confidence, will grow. And most people don't plant intentionally. They let society, media, and other people's opinions drop seeds into their mind until they become prisoners of someone else's expectations. Think about how many times you've wanted something desperately, but a little voice whispered, "Who are you to think you can do this?" That voice isn't yours. It's an echo of every person who underestimated you. Every failure you never processed, every limiting belief that seeped into your subconscious. Hill spent 20 years studying 500 of the most successful men, Carnegie, Edison, Ford, Rockefeller, and discovered they all understood the dark psychology of self-sabotage, that most people defeat themselves in their own mind long before the world ever gets a chance. If you want to change your life, you must start by taking ruthless responsibility for your thoughts. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now, because the world is indifferent to your excuses. The universe doesn't care if your parents didn't believe in you or your friends laughed at your dreams. All it cares about is the energy you put into the thoughts you hold most often. Negative thoughts have a unique power. They disguise themselves as realism, whispering, "Be realistic. Don't get your hopes up. Stay safe." And once you believe these lies, you stop taking risks, you stop trying, and you become average. Hill wrote, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." And if you want this mindset to work, you must declare war on every limiting belief you've ever accepted. Say this right now. I am the architect of my thoughts. I will no longer be a prisoner of fear. And type it in the comments, because when you write and speak something, you reprogram the circuits of your mind. Now let's go deeper. Let me ask you a question. Do you really know what you want? Not what your job is, not what your family expects. Do you have a burning desire so specific it feels like oxygen? Because if you don't, you're drifting. And drifting is death. Hill said only 2% have definiteness of purpose, while the rest float like leaves in the wind, taking jobs they hate, staying in relationships they've outgrown, living in fear and dying with regret. The tragedy is that everyone is busy, but almost no one is going anywhere on purpose. We are trained to avoid commitment, to stay open-minded, to be realistic, but the ultra-successful understand that clarity is power. When you have definiteness of purpose, the world bends around you. When you lack it, your energy leaks. You scroll for hours, you chase things that don't matter, and you feel empty even when life looks good on the outside. Your soul is built to pursue, and when you stop pursuing, your spirit starts dying. By the end of this video, I want you to write down what you really want from this life. Write it like it's already yours. I will become the master of my time, energy, and income. I will live with purpose, not regret. And if you're serious, say it out loud. Now, let's talk about the real enemy. The voice inside your mind that sabotages everything. It doesn't wear a mask or knock politely. It's always there, waiting to weaken your purpose, poison your thinking, and pull you back into mediocrity. This enemy is self-deception. Most people never conquer it because they don't realize it exists. They think the problem is out there, in bad luck or bad circumstances. But the real problem is the lie you tell yourself. Lies like, "I'll start when I'm ready," "I'm not talented enough," or "other people are luckier than me," are just fear in disguise. Your brain is wired to lie because it wants to keep you alive by avoiding risk and change. But the very thing your mind calls safe is the most dangerous thing you can do. Settling for less is the slowest kind of suicide. Imagine two versions of yourself. One is your higher self, the other your inner saboteur. Every decision you make is a vote for which one grows. There is no neutral. You are always feeding one or the other. Starting today, practice radical honesty. When you catch yourself making an excuse, say, "This is not true." When fear tells you to wait, say, "I refuse to negotiate with fear." And when that voice says, "You're not good enough," say, "Prove it." Because when you challenge your thoughts, you become the observer, not the prisoner. Remember, you are the gatekeeper, and it's time to start acting like it. Write this in the comments. I am the gatekeeper of my mind. I choose thoughts that serve my purpose. And say it again, louder, until you feel it. Let's move into the next idea that Napoleon Hill called one of the most misunderstood forces in human potential: autosuggestion. The deliberate act of reprogramming your subconscious mind to believe in a destiny greater than your current reality. Before you dismiss this as positive thinking, let me be clear. This is not about lying to yourself. It's about creating new neural pathways so powerful that your brain has no choice but to obey. Think of your mind as a garden. Every thought you repeat is a seed, and autosuggestion is the process of planting only the seeds you choose, every single day, until they grow into a new identity. Most people wake up in the morning and immediately feed themselves negative suggestions. I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I can't do this. They do it unconsciously, and over time, those repeated statements become beliefs, and beliefs become destiny. What if you decided, starting today, to deliberately install thoughts that serve you instead of thoughts that sabotage you? Hill taught that any idea, plan, or purpose placed in the mind repeatedly is eventually accepted by the subconscious, which then acts upon it automatically. This is the science behind why affirmations work, but only when repeated with emotion, faith, and consistency. So here's how you practice autosuggestion in real life. Every morning and every night, close your eyes and visualize exactly what you want. See it, feel it, own it, and repeat a declaration that makes you feel unstoppable. For example, I am powerful beyond measure. Every day, I am becoming wealthier, stronger, and more confident. Say it like you mean it. Say it until you feel goosebumps. Because when you combine repetition with emotion, your subconscious begins to accept it as truth, and you will notice your behaviors start to align with your declarations. This is not magic. This is the neurobiology of change. But here's the dark psychology of autosuggestion. It works whether you use it consciously or not. Every time you tell yourself you're unworthy or not good enough, you're also practicing autosuggestion, just in reverse. You are hypnotizing yourself into weakness. Now let's move to the next principle that multiplies your power beyond anything you can accomplish alone: the Mastermind Alliance. Hill discovered that no man becomes truly powerful without aligning himself with others who share the same purpose and intensity. He called it the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony. Simply put, the mastermind is when you surround yourself with people who lift you higher, challenge your ideas, and hold you accountable to your destiny. Most people are surrounded by energy vampires, people who drain their ambition, question their dreams, and reinforce their limitations. You need to make a decision today. Will you stay loyal to the people who keep you small, or will you build alliances with those who refuse to settle? This isn't about being arrogant. It's about survival. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. If you're always around small thinkers, you will think small. If you spend time with people who normalize excellence, you will rise to meet. That's why Hill said the mastermind principle is the driving force behind every great fortune. It's how Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison built empires that outlived them. They didn't try to do everything alone. They surrounded themselves with brilliant minds and created synergy. So ask yourself right now, who is in your mastermind? Who are you allowing to influence your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations? And if you don't have a powerful circle yet, start building it today. Read books by the greats. Watch content that expands your thinking. Join communities where ambition is celebrated, not ridiculed. Because the mastermind principle doesn't always have to be in person. Your influences can be virtual through ideas, through mentors you've never met. But the rule is simple. You become who you associate with. Specialized knowledge, the secret to becoming irreplaceable. Hill explained that general knowledge, random facts, and surface-level understanding has little value in the marketplace. What makes you powerful is specialized knowledge, skill sets that solve problems other people cannot solve. This is how you create leverage. Most people stop learning after school. They think a diploma means they're done evolving. But in reality, that's when your real education begins. If you want to escape average, You must become a student for life. You must obsess over your craft until you are the most competent person in your field. Think about this. The wealthiest people are not the ones who know a little bit about everything. They are the ones who know a lot about one thing. Whether it's building companies, designing products, coaching, selling, or creating art, specialized knowledge is the foundation of value. And here's where dark psychology comes in. People will try to convince you that being an expert isn't worth it. They'll say things like, just be well-rounded, don't get obsessed, have a backup. But the truth is, nobody pays you for being average. They pay you for math. So I challenge you today. Choose one area of your life where you will develop specialized knowledge so deep that you can't be ignored. Write in the comments, I will become irreplaceable through mastery. Now let's talk about the force that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Persistence, the art of never quitting, no matter what. Napoleon Hill wrote that persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. It is what gives you strength under pressure. Most people start strong, full of enthusiasm, but the moment life pushes back, they retreat. They tell themselves stories like, maybe it's not meant to be, or I'll try again later. And little by little, their dreams die from neglect. But here's the truth. Your success will not be measured by how excited you were on day one. It will be measured by how relentless you are when everything feels impossible. Persistence is not a trait you are born with. It is a habit you build, brick by brick, every time you refuse to give up. And here's the dark psychology of it. The moment you commit to something extraordinary, you will attract obstacles designed to test your resolve. Your patience will be tested. Your confidence will be tested. Your faith will be tested. That is the universe's way of asking, how bad do you really want this? And if you give up, you teach your subconscious that your dreams are negotiable. But if you persist, you rewire your identity to believe that no setback is permanent. Every time you choose persistence over surrender, you become a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more unstoppable. So here's your challenge. Think about one area of your life where you've been inconsistent. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's your mindset. Commit today to 30 days of unbroken action, no matter how you feel. Write in the comments, I will persist until I succeed. The subconscious mind, planting seeds of wealth and power. Napoleon Hill taught that the subconscious mind is the connecting link between your conscious desires and the infinite intelligence of the universe. It is always awake, always recording, and always acting on the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. This is why you can't just think positively once and expect miracles. Your subconscious needs repeated emotional input to rewire old beliefs. Think of it as fertile soil. It doesn't care what seeds you plant. It will grow whatever you water, whether it's weeds of fear or flowers of. So the question is, what are you planting? Most people plant fear every time they say, I can't, or I'm not good enough, or people like me don't succeed. They water these thoughts with doubt and harvest a life of mediocrity. But when you consciously plant thoughts of success, I am worthy, I am unstoppable, I am destined for greatness, and reinforce them daily, your subconscious accepts them as commands and begins to guide your actions to match. This is why visualization is so powerful. When you vividly imagine your success, when you see it, feel it, believe it, you train your mind to expect it. And when you expect success, your behavior shifts to create it. That is not superstition. It is neuroscience. So here's an exercise. Every night before you sleep, close your eyes and replay the movie of your dream life. See yourself achieving it. Feel the pride, the gratitude, the freedom. And then say out loud, my subconscious mind is working day and night to bring this vision into reality. Do this for 30 days and watch how your confidence transforms. Transmutation of desire into action, the final key. This is the step where so many fail. They think wanting something is enough. They think wishing is act. But the universe rewards movement, not in. Transmutation means converting the energy of desire into concrete steps that produce results. You can read every book, watch every video, and recite every affirmation, but until you act, nothing changes. Action is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Hill said, desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. But here's the dark side. Procrastination is the cleverest disguise of fear. It tells you, I'm not ready, or I need more research, or I'll start tomorrow. And before you know it, years pass. Your dreams decay. You look back with regret. I am telling you right now, start before you feel ready. Start before you have all the answers. Progress loves speed. Even imperfect action builds momentum, and momentum is how you destroy fear. So ask yourself, what is one thing you can do today to move toward your purpose? Not tomorrow. Today. Write it, do, then repeat. That's how empires are built. Finally, a challenge to you: become the master of your destiny. You've spent the last hour learning ideas that can transform your life if you apply them. But knowledge alone is not power. Applied knowledge is. So here's my challenge. Don't just watch this video and feel inspired. Choose one principle, maybe autosuggestion or persistence or specialized knowledge, and commit to practicing it every day for 30 days. Write it on paper. Put it where you can see it. Talk about it. Act on it. Because in a world where everyone is distracted, the rarest skill is focused. Here is your paragraph, exactly as you wrote it. No changes made. Write it on paper. Put it where you can see it. Talk about it. Act on it. Because in a world where everyone is distracted, the rarest skill is focused execution. If you build this mindset, nothing can stop you. Before you go, do 3 things. First, scroll to the comments and write your declaration. I am the master of my destiny. I will not settle for less. Second, share your own motivational quote. Your words could change a life. Third, tap the like button and subscribe so you never miss another lesson that can set you free. And finally, turn on notifications. Because this isn't just a channel, it's a movement of people who refuse to be average. You are one of them now, and your time has come. Let's go build the life you were born to live.